While the wife was cleaning the house, she accidentally smelled a pungent odor. When she followed the smell to the trash can, she discovered something inside, a condom that was not hers. She immediately suspected her husband had strayed. He lied to me, saying it was just his buddies. His buddies all rolled into the same bed, huh? But right now, I do not have any concrete evidence. If I confront him, he definitely won't admit it. So, the wife decided, test her husband again. That night, while sleeping, the wife deliberately tried to provoke him. Honey, I want to. Before she could finish, however, the husband said he was tired and they should do it another day. This made the wife even more suspicious, because just a few days ago, the husband was saying he had needs. The wife and husband had been married for 5 years, but despite her best efforts over those 5 years, she could not get pregnant. This made her feel incredibly guilty towards him. Unexpectedly, the husband recently said he had found a way for her to conceive, and that it was a secret she would find out about later. Although the wife did not know what method her husband had thought of, she felt a little hopeful. But the next day, when the wife arrived at the community gate after work, she was stopped by the neighbor, Aunt Wang. Aunt Wang asked if her sister had come to visit, but the wife did not have a sister at all. This made Aunt Wang feel something was very wrong. It turned out Aunt Wang had just been taking a walk, and saw the wife's husband taking a strange woman upstairs. He was carrying her bag and holding an umbrella for her, very attentive. This made the wife suspicious. However, she could only pretend to be calm in front of the neighbor. She then made an excuse to go home. She rushed to the front door, taking the steps 2 at a time, but when she reached the door, she heard a conversation that shocked her. How was that? Was brother fierce or not? Do you surrender? Brother is the fiercest, I surrender. She immediately pushed the door open, but found that everything seemed to be a misunderstanding. Turned out the husband and his childhood friend were playing a video game. This made the wife breathe a sigh of relief, but the wife wondered why she had suddenly come to their house. The husband explained that she was in town for some errands. Not only were the two of them childhood sweethearts, they were also good buddies. So he let her stay at our house for a few days, but there is a hotel right next door. This made the wife furious. However, the childhood sweetheart replied, we are just good friends. Can't I even stay for a couple of days? The wife countered, my husband is married. Don't you know the difference between men and women? But the childhood sweetheart scoffed. We practically grew up sharing the same diapers. If there was truly something going on, you would not be here, would you? The wife was instantly rendered speechless. Seeing things escalate, the husband quickly tried to calm his wife down. He insisted they were truly just friends, and that he had never seen her as anything more than a buddy. If something was going to happen, it would have happened years ago. He took his wife's hand, and swore he only loved her. The wife finally cooled down, but warned her husband not to let it happen again. However, the next day, when the wife came to clean Xiao San's room, she discovered something in the trash can, an unidentified condom. She immediately suspected her husband had strayed. She angrily dumped the entire contents of the trash can under the table. Since she still lacked any substantial evidence, she decided to test her husband one more time. But when they went to bed that night, her husband rejected her advances. This only made the wife more suspicious. Later, in the middle of the night, the husband thought his wife was asleep. He quietly slipped out of the room, but little did he know, his wife, lying next to him with her back turned, had not slept a wink. The wife followed her husband's footsteps to the room of his childhood sweetheart. I am gonna get you now. Hearing the noise from the doorway, the wife was certain her husband was cheating. She rushed in to check immediately, but to her surprise, her husband was helping Xiao San catch a mouse. Honey, what are you doing here? Didn't you know? That mouse is absolutely huge. It is that big, right here in our house. However, the wife was not buying their pathetic excuses. She immediately pulled out the trash bag she had thrown under the table, dug out the condom, and threw it right at her husband's head. How do you two explain this? But the two of them kept playing dumb. He even asked his wife what she was going crazy about. However, the wife said, how do you explain the condom in my hand? But when the other person opened their hand, she found that the little umbrella from just now had turned into a crumpled piece of paper. This left the wife completely bewildered. She even thought that her own memory was failing her. She then rushed out of the room. Seeing this, the husband quickly came to the living room, comforting his wife and telling her not to overthink things. And he swore an oath to his wife that if he and his childhood sweetheart had anything going on, he wished to be struck by lightning. Seeing her husband's apparent sincerity, the wife immediately chose to believe him. However, the husband was still worried about his wife, so he told his wife that he would accompany her to the hospital tomorrow. But the wife was very considerate. Knowing her husband was busy with work, she told him that she would go by herself. But the next day, when the wife finished her checkup and was about to leave the hospital, she discovered her husband with the scheming woman, coincidentally arriving at the hospital's obstetrics department. She then hid by the door to observe them. After they finished their appointment and left, she quickly ran to pick up the pregnancy test stick thrown in the trash can. Looking at the 2 lines on it, she was now even more certain that her husband had already strayed. Thinking about the solemn vows her husband had made to her, she realized they were all lies. Since they were both so stubbornly denying everything, the wife immediately decided to get concrete proof against them. After returning home, the wife quietly went to the childhood sweetheart's room and found a hidden spot to set up a camera. When she finished all this and came to the living room, she found that the husband and the other woman had just arrived home, loaded with shopping bags. The wife angrily said, "You do not have time to accompany your wife to the hospital. Do you have time to go shopping with Xiao San? Who are you calling Xiao San?" The husband still thought his wife was making a scene. He said he had already sworn an oath yesterday. Why does not she still believe him? The wife immediately snatched the pregnancy test report from the other person's hand. "Then you explain this to me. What is this?"